and welcome to episode 6 of The Little Give. I can't believe it's already been 6 episodes. Wow. Well, I thought since 6 is my favorite number, this might be the perfect opportunity to tell you all a little bit more about me. Well, growing up, I came predominantly from a single parent home, which was a struggle. I got married super young, and I ended up in a domestic violence situation. I ended up leaving that situation with a basket of clothes, a bag of diapers, my daughters, and we rebuilt our lives. I worked 2 jobs. I put myself through college, all while being a single parent and being the sole provider. It was quite the struggle, but I made it through. And once I got to a more successful place in my life, I really wanted to give back. So I thought back to what my needs were as a single mom. And I decided that that car was the reason I was able to get myself everywhere I needed to go to become successful. Therefore, Driving Single Parents Incorporated was born, and we give away cars to single parents in need at no cost to them. These single parents use this car as a tool. That tool helps them put themselves through college. We've had some graduate, we've had some become homeowners, some have gotten married, some have got that higher paying job across town. They have just done tremendous things. We've even had some join our board because they're so passionate about our organization and helping others that they wanted to join and help other single parents get on the other side of their struggles. Well, I was also offered the opportunity to co-author a book called Shattering the Stigma of Single Motherhood. At first, I was nervous about it, and I wasn't too thrilled because I had never done anything like that, but it became a bestseller, and I'm really passionate about the mission, which is to shatter the stigma of single motherhood. Oftentimes, people have negative thoughts about single parents, and I would just encourage them to think that and understand that we didn't all choose to be single parents. We've had people we've given cars away to for driving single parents that lost their spouse in a drunk driving accident. We've had people lose their spouses to cancer. We've had all different circumstances, domestic violence. There's just so many circumstances that can force you into single parenthood, not necessarily a choice of your own, because it is one of the most difficult jobs you can imagine. Fast forward, when I was offered the opportunity to host this TV show, and I was told I could pick any audience I wanted, I could pick whatever I wanted the show to be about. Immediately, my thoughts were no, because I was terrified, because I'm terrified of public speaking. But I decided to do it anyways, because I feel like there's so much negative news out there now that we need to spread some positivity. So I decided to host this show called The Little Give that's all about ordinary people doing extraordinary things to help others. It's all about the little give, not necessarily to show that everybody has to have a ton of money or a ton of time to be able to give back, but to show that every little give can make a big difference. And I think with your help and this awesome audience we've built, that we are spreading that positive word. We are making people realize that this world is a great place and there is a whole lot of wonderful people in it that are out there every single day working hard to not only get themselves in a better place, but to help others. So thank you all so much for watching. I love this show. I love its mission, and I'm so grateful for all the viewers out there who help us keep it going. So now I'll go ahead and introduce our guest. Crystal, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you're all about?
Thank you, Cindy. My name is Crystal White, and I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm the author of Treading Your Own Path.
Oh, wow. Treading Your Own Path. Where did you come up with that name?
Well, as a domestic violence survivor, it was really important to me to kind of put together a journal full of prompts and positivity that I used going through some struggles in my life. And so it just seemed to fit. It just seemed to, when you tread your own path, you kind of make a decision in your life to move forward and move forward in your own time and your own way. And so I just thought that title fit the prayer journal that I created.
That's awesome. So what gave you the idea to write a book? So I know you have some personal circumstances, and then you decided, hey, I think I can use this to help other people. What gave you the idea to write that specific book?
I have always wanted to write my own book. I never thought I could. I always heard that it's so hard and it's so hard to get a book off the ground and to build a brand for being an author. So I had a lot of negative self-talk and fear and doubt, and I got just to a point in my life where I thought, journaling prompts, daily affirmations, they really helped me through a lot of challenges. So I'm just going to put something together that helped me, and I'm living proof that it is a good tool to help you through, and not only get through challenges, but grow through challenges to become better than you were before. Not just surviving, not being a survivor, but thriving out of your challenges, and being looking back and saying, and a book is a great tool that you can actually use to look back on and say, wow, look at all I've overcome. And it's just really positive you have a frame of reference at that point of, I got through this huge challenge. No matter what comes at me in the future, I know I can do it. So it was really important to me to use my past and give it some purpose, and use it to help other people that may be going through some challenges too.
Yeah. So you said you mentioned that you had some self-doubt. So what are some of the ways that you pushed yourself through that self-doubt and were able to still continue and write the book despite those mental talking in your head that's telling you can't?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that is right on point to journaling, and taking that time for yourself, investing in yourself, because those thoughts can go through your head and create negativity. And whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on that doubt and that fear, it's going to grow, and it's going to disable you. It's going to cripple you from fulfilling the purpose that you were meant to be. It's going to cripple you from getting through those challenges. And so I think getting through that negative talk is really having goals daily, and going through every day and saying, this is what I want to accomplish today, and this is who I am. I'm empowered. I'm positive. I can do it. I'm all of these things, and then just going and doing it. And the more practice that you do that day after day, it builds a healthy habit, and those negative talk, that self-doubt goes away, because you'll prove it to yourself on a daily basis that you can do it and you can achieve your goals. And so that's why I think a book like this that goes through, the book too, it goes through goals. Like, you write them down and you become accountable to yourself, and then you just go for it every day. And as you do that, you'll form healthy habits, and with that is healthy thoughts about yourself. So that's why I think it's so important, and such a positive tool.
Yes, and it's so neat that it worked for you, and so you said, "Hey, this is working for me.
Right.
Let me release it to other people and see if it'll help them too." And the
Right.
fact that it has is just incredible. That's wonderful.
Hi, my name is Justin Clark, and I'm the president of the board of directors for Driving Single Parents, a 501c3 nonprofit serving the citizens of San Antonio and Bexar County, Texas. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the great work that our organization is doing for the citizens of San Antonio. What you're about to see is just a few photos and videos of the way that we're changing lives for single parents in and around San Antonio, Texas. Our first giveaway took place in April of 2017, just one short month after the formation of our organization. John, a Bexar County resident, was the victim of a horrible drunk driver incident. He and his daughter survived the crash, and we were so proud to give our first car to this deserving family. Fast forward to 2020, a very difficult year for nonprofits. We were able to secure 4 vehicles for single parents in need. Our organization, including our board of directors, list of partners, and portfolio of people we've been able to help in San Antonio, continues to grow, and it's all thanks to donors and local community organizations that have helped us along the way. This giveaway took place in 2021 and shows that we continue to help single parents even after the struggles brought about by COVID-19. Because of limited funds and the overwhelming need, we at Driving Single Parents are incredibly selective with the people we help. Some are victims of domestic violence. Others had a spouse pass away tragically or otherwise fell on hard times. These single parents show adversity in the face of challenge and aren't looking for a handout. We offer a hand up and help get them back in the driver's seat. Many of the single parents we help go on to graduate college, get promotions, get married, mentor others, and some have even been so touched by the gift we gave them that they have decided to join our board of directors to pay it forward and ensure the continued growth of our organization. If you would like to help our organization continue to grow and continue to help single parents in need in San Antonio, Texas, and Bexar County, Texas, we would really appreciate your support. Please visit us online at www.drivingsingleparents.org. Thank you.
So tell us, what is your favorite part of the book?
I'm very goal oriented. And so there is a section that you get to write down your goals, and you get to write down what you feel are some things that are blocking you from achieving that goal. And so I really think that's my favorite part, because you really get to see it in black and white, what you want to achieve. And it's not some lofty dream. It's an actual attainable goal. And then you can have steps laid out for yourself, and you can kind of see, okay, well, I want to achieve A, B, and C, but I'm going to need to do, some things to do that. And here's what it is. And it just makes it so much easier and visible for you just to go after it. So
Yeah,
that's how I approach it anyway.
Yeah, and it is a proven fact that you're far more likely to meet a goal or accomplish a goal if you write it down.
Right.
So I agree that journaling really helps with that. That's awesome. So did you publish it yourself, or did you go to a publisher?
Well, I went back and forth about this, and I really wanted to self-publish it because I wanted the freedom to be able to print, write. I really wanted that freedom that you may not always have under a contract with a publisher. So I published it myself, and that was empowering too, just to kind of do it for myself. And then Amazon picked it up, and it's available on Amazon. And I think it was released like September or October. And so here I thought nobody would buy the book, and it's been really successful on Amazon. So, and I like to pick a organization. Once a month, what I've started is picking organizations and just donating them to shelters. So that's had a positive impact too. That's had a really great response.
Yeah, you were mentioning earlier that one of the things you love to do is help at domestic violence shelters. Tell us a little bit about that and how you got started with that.
So I've been doing that for a long time. If I tell you how long, you're going to figure out how old I am.
Yeah.
It's been at least 20 years, and they've changed a lot over the years. But I started doing that. I was probably in my early 20s, maybe sooner than that, probably in college. And I was even selected to be on the executive board of directors for a couple of nonprofits. So I've got to see the business side of it, the fundraising side of it. But I do pageantry. I think, Cindy, you and I had talked about that on a previous conversation. And I do pageantry. And I just had an idea of, I have so many business suits for the interview portion of pageantry, and I donated a lot of them to the shelters, and that's kind of what I do now. It's like, instead of like reselling them, I just donate them, because a lot of these women that are in these shelters need help kind of getting their life, getting a job. So all of my pageant coaching for interview, I help them with interviewing on how to interview for a job, how to dress, how to present themselves, how to speak to people, sell themselves, I guess you could say, so that because a lot of women, they are coming from a very difficult place, and they may not always be comfortable telling an employer all the great things, why they should be hired, all of the great skills that they have and things that they can bring to the table. When you're kind of in a dark place, that can be challenging sometimes to view yourself in a positive light. So I really like to help people with that portion of it, getting back on their feet.
Yes, and that really helps people in that situation because their inclination is to like go back to that a lot of times. And if they
Right,
have the support, they have the ability to help to get another job or people to show them how to speak at an interview or what to wear.
right,
Those are all empowering things that can make them feel like they're not alone and they can do it. And
right.
so that's really helpful to those women. That's great that you do that.
It's really exciting to see these people go through. I mean, they're actually going through their challenge, and it just gives me goosebumps. I have goosebumps right now just thinking about seeing the transformation that people have, and it is kind of like watching. My symbol for domestic violence victims is a butterfly, and that's just what I think of when I think of these women going through this hardship, and sometimes with children, and that breaks my heart. But you see them transform into something powerful and beautiful, and then they in turn give back to others at the shelter. So it's a beautiful process out of something that is can be really dark and hard. There is a lot of good people that come together and help, and the transformation of these women is really beautiful to me.
Hi, my name is Andrew Fraley, and I believe that sometimes we all need a little bit of help. If you're in the San Antonio community and you need some legal help, call me at 210-725-4658.
So what is your favorite part of your book?
Well, the goal setting part, like we talked about, and it's also just getting the chance to write every day. There's positive prompts every day. Um, I have a spiritual background, so I use quotes, and sometimes I use scripture too. And I just have a prompt of gratitude for every day. And so I think that shift in mindset has really changed my life, is approaching each day not with the things I don't like about my life or a situation, but grateful for everything that has ever happened and who I'm becoming, the life I have now. Just a mindset of being grateful with gratitude. And so that's what my book kind of focuses on every day, kind of leads you through that attitude. And so that's probably the theme that's my favorite.
Right. Wow, that's wonderful. So, why don't you tell us about a charity that you're excited about?
Oh, good. Thank you for asking that, because I love Choose Courage Foundation. It's a foundation that focuses on survivors of domestic violence, and they use uh, campaigns, and you'll see the models, and the models are actually survivors. They have been victims of domestic violence, and they've moved through it. They're giving back to their community. They're beautiful, strong women that are uh, happy and hopeful, and trying to shed awareness, but also hope that just because you have this background, just because you're in this situation, there is hope. There's resources. There's more resources now than I'm a survivor. As a child, there's a lot more resources now than whenever I was a kid. And so there's people out there, there's tools, there's foundations, and Choose Courage is a great one that really tries to change that stigma from a victim or a survivor to a person that is a thriver and thriving now, as they are kind of work their way out of that situation. And there's just women helping each other, which is a beautiful thing to see women kind of, because to me, I think when women gather together, I mean, they're unstoppable. I mean, one woman is unstoppable, but when you get hundreds of them together focused on a goal to help each other, I mean, these people accomplish amazing things in the community.
That's so true. So, why don't you tell our audience an example of something they can do that would be a little give in their community?
Well, if anybody's been like me, I have cleaned out my closets, organized my closets during the pandemic. I did all of my clearing out several times over the past couple of years, and a lot of people have. But if you think about it, that means there's a lot of stuff donated to these victims of domestic violence, these nonprofit shelters, and they do not have the workers and the staff to go pick, sort this material, shoes, what have you, and resell them so that they can make a profit for the shelter. And so I know a lot of people are short on time, but 30 minutes of your lunch hour, an hour once a week, any time that you can give to these shelters just to kind of go and sort some stuff, that way they can sell it. I mean, they will be so grateful, I promise. And your 30 minutes will make a difference. I mean, if everybody donated 30 minutes, then it makes a huge impact.
That's right. Yeah, like we say, a little give and it's a big impact on the other end and helps others. I think it's a great example of how people can get involved and donate their time and help others. And it's such a small, small give. Love it. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience before we go?
Well, Cindy, I just would like to thank you for having me on the show. I love what you're doing. I love what this show is about, and I'm honored to be on it. So I just wanted to say thank you. It's great to see shows that focus on positivity, and I just applaud you for that. And I'm humbled and honored to be a guest.
Thank you. And I really appreciate you coming on and taking the time to share this with us, because if other people can see that you can do it, then they can know they can do it too. So
Right.
I appreciate you being on and sharing all of your positivity and all the things you're doing to help others. And why don't you tell them how they can find your book again so they can go out and get it?
Well, sure. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. It's available on Amazon. And if you search on Treading Your Own Path by Crystal White, you'll see it. It's a red book. My picture's on the back. It's, like I said, it's available on Amazon. I also have a Facebook page that I have it also where you can, a direct link on my page where you can order it. So thank you for the opportunity to share that.
Of course, of course. And I'll also have all your information on the links on our website when the show airs.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. We look forward to following your story, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Little Gift with us tonight. I love Crystal's story and how she took that domestic violence situation and turned it into an amazing journal to help others. Treading Your Own Path is an incredible little journal that can help you get through a tough situation as well. If you're interested in the book or you'd like to buy it, you can buy it on Amazon.com. If you want to know more about Crystal or have links to that book or her website, you can visit us at littlegive.com. Thank you so much for watching this evening. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, or you have suggestions for what you'd like to see on the show, you can visit us at littlegive.com. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.